Welcome to the Salt Circle Podcast. My name is Hank. With me is Silent Ben.
Just fucking read my mind. It's not difficult. You should know.
Holy Ben.
Look, I'm staring at a 45-second marker, knowing that there's like 3 hours left of the podcast. Don't start with me.
You probably won't be here for 3 hours. Probably.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be talking for like 3 minutes. I've done like nothing. I've done nothing this year. I watched like 4 things. And like I think all of them we've talked about in other episodes.
Hell yeah.
Oh man. Like
got all of that offloaded off of this so that I can rant about
fucking Hank takes. I'm just gonna mute the mic and eat chips.
My deepest secrets. Talk all about how Gamera Rebirth was fucking terrible. God, it was so bad.
I mean, so we probably could have talked about like what the best like order would be. I think like
do it live.
What?
I said we'll do it live.
Yeah, we'll do it live, obviously. Cause like I mean, for movies, like I'm thinking like literally, I think the only movie I watched from 2023 is Godzilla -1. So like, by default, that is my best and worst and favorite movie of the past year. You know,
fair.
I don't think did we talk about any other films for the podcast? Because that would be like the only.
I mean, Shin Kamen Rider.
That was 2023. See, that blurs, man. Like that,
yeah.
Like
because Shin Kamen Rider came out the same day as 2 other movies I saw. Well, or it came out on VOD.
You could have told me.
No. It came. I think it came out limited release on the same day as Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
That one. People. Fewer people did the triple feater. Then did the double feature.
You fucking think, really? They weren't doing Shin Barbieheimer?
Real ones were. I mean, not me.
Yeah,
because I didn't see any of those movies.
You're a fucking coward. Yeah, you could have told me Shin Kamen Rider was late 2022, and I would have believed you. Time is non-existent for me. Okay, so I watched 2 2023 movies, and probably some, like, random Netflix things that I don't really recall. Like, that Ani wanted to see or whatever. Nothing notable that I can think of. I mean, regardless, like, it's Godzilla, you know? Like, that would be the one either way, I think.
Sure. For me, it's Shin Kamen Rider, but that's...
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can see it. As we talk, I mean, that's the thing we already talked.
Yeah, we talked. I mean, we talked about my problems with
Godzilla
-1.
But like, I'm reminded, which we also talked about, like, in our podcast overview about how, like, now that I've seen like the Kamen Rider Forze, going back to Kamen Rider might be a little bit more hype for me. So,
like, the thing that does it for me is like the way Hideaki Anno, like the way that movie shoots superhero action, where it's way more storyboard focused in terms of like pacing. Like, it's about this cool shot, then this cool shot, then this cool shot. Like the way he films that movie like it's anime really works in its favor in terms of like superhero, in terms of action. Like, I just really, and it really stands out with the Wasp Og fight with like the super speed.
That fight is fucking great, dude.
That fight is like so that fight is cool. Sick.
No, that's a great one. That's literally what I was thinking of too. As soon as you started talking about that, I was like, man, that fucking. I mean, I thought.
Yeah, because the Wasp Og fight is where that like really came into focus in my mind. Because that's so much what that style is for that fight, of them zooming around and then pause in and then zoom in and then pause. And it just looks fucking sick. And it like sticks in my brain. Like I remember that stuff. And it's so good. Like the perfect, like, you know, cure for fucking shitty ass Marvel action.
Yeah.
That I'm like modern Hollywood action, the way they use CG. That's like just mush.
Yeah.
Like it's like gruel. It's just like it's like fine, but it's not sticking around in there.
Yeah.
It goes right through me.
Oh, I could
farting it right out.
Fucking, that's a classic line, right? From Slaughterhouse 5, you know, he shit thin CGI. That's right there.
Uh-huh.
No, I feel you. I mean, what other movies did you watch? Because I know you watched a couple. At least.
Oppenheimer and Barbie.
Did you watch Barbie as well?
Yes.
Oh. Did it live up to the hype?
I mean, not really.
Did you wear pink?
It's okay. I did not.
Oh my god!
I watched both these movies with my parents.
Fucking job. You still wear pink.
And my mom really felt bad and didn't want to admit when she liked Oppenheimer more.
Why?
Because, you know,
that's so funny.
She felt like that was the girl movie. She needs to stand up for the girl movie. But no, she liked the movie where they were like characters.
Yeah, go figure.
and like human beings.
Yeah, Anya came out of that one. I have my experience through like proxy. Anya watched it and was like, yeah, it was pretty good. Like it was a fun watch. And then her brother.
There are some jokes in Barbie that are funny.
Her brother saw it, and her brother was like fiending for it because like buying into that hype, you know, like I want to see it. Like, Ben, do you have anything pink in Russia that I can wear? I'm like, I don't, honestly. Like he was all in, and then he went with some friends and saw the movie. He's like, that was kind of dog shit. Like he was so angry, like that people were hyped. Because he's like, why? Why were they so hyped about it? Like, it was okay, but those sky-high expectations, just letting them down.
Yeah.
The thing I got out of the movie is now sometimes I sing I'm Just Ben. Anywhere else I'd be a 10.
I think that's paced weird. Like, they give Ken, like, 2 songs directly in a row, and I'm just like, you couldn't have spaced these out a bit more?
No, it's what the people want.
But you could have given him the song earlier? I don't know. My favorite bit is when he thought the patriarchy was about horses. And he makes horse Mount Rushmore. That's my favorite joke.
That's pretty good.
But like it was so on the like it was pretty heavy-handed with its messaging. Like it was just a little bit hitting you over the head with it in a way that just is never gonna do it for me.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, the fact that like Ken is the one that gets to have fun, like I didn't feel like Barbie got to have as much fun as Ken because she had to be like the symbol or whatever.
Sure.
I think that's like a flaw of like what that movie's trying to do. Like if you forget to then let Barbie have the most fun, you kind of fucked up. But I don't know. But they're not heavy complaints. I just didn't love it. Like it was fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I never had a strong compulsion to check it out.
And the songs didn't hit for me, I'll say.
That's because your name doesn't rhyme with Ken. If it did, you'd be on board.
Maybe. Probably not.
Whenever Anya snubs me somehow, I just bust right into it. Anywhere else, I'd be at 10. It's too good. It's right there. I'm enough. How'd you feel about Oppie?
My problems with Oppenheimer is like extremely well made, but it's a fucking biopic, and I kind of fucking hate biopics on principle.
Sure.
And it's weird how the back end, like that movie's just so fucking long.
How long
it's
is
weird
it?
that the back.
Is
I don't. It
like
just
3?
feels long.
Oh.
It's probably like 3 hours.
Imagine it's like 100 minutes. Oh no, 3 hours sounds correct.
Now I'm looking it up. Now I have to know.
Naturally, yeah. That's why I.
181 minutes.
Woo! Woohoo! Ain't nobody got time for that.
And the whole end of it is about how Robert Downey Jr.'s character was a dick
Sure.
to Oppenheimer. Like, it just gets involved in like this thing of like how this guy sucked and kind of made Oppenheimer's life worse.
Yeah.
And it like but because it's like the movie's kind of built around that and this like hearing where the guy was going to like get a cabinet position and the shit kind of gets outed. He gets outed for being a dick. But that all takes away from the part where the movie's like about making nukes and how nukes are bad.
Yeah.
So then when the movie then goes back to like the end cutscene of like getting at the fact that Oppenheimer kind of felt like he ended the world or whatever, it didn't hit. Like my high level criticism is this movie doesn't hit the same high notes of nukes are bad as Turn A does. Turn A,
actually
entirely fictional anime about a future world where there are robots that walk around, is way better at showing the horrors of a nuke and like getting in your head like nukes are fucking scary than this movie, this 3-hour movie.
That's actually I never even thought of that the entire time that Oppenheimer has existed. What a fucking call. That's so funny. Holy shit. Oh man.
Like it's a well-made movie, but it doesn't hit in terms of like telling me something about nukes or like making me feel something about nukes that I didn't like just know.
I've heard one thing about the film. Can you confirm or deny? People said the nuclear blast did not look like a nuclear explosion. They said it lacked oomph.
I don't know that I didn't feel that way.
Okay. I don't know. People were saying like we have footage of how those look.
Nobody said a sunrise at night is a thing that should never happen. It's a line from Turn A. But that kind of does happen in the movie. That is kind of what happens. But again, all I was thinking about was Turn A.
Dude, Turn A was fucking immaculate in that. Like, that was a perfect sequence of things.
Yeah.
So
the other weird effect of this movie had was that watching it, I feel less like Oppenheimer was really responsible for creating the nuke.
Yeah.
Like watching, he was just a really good manager. Like he's not even doing any of the math, but he's just managing the physics. Like the physics community just really likes him, and he's good at getting them to do this. Like he was good at being the like project lead. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't like making the bomb himself. So that was just like a weird thing. Like watching, I was like, he was just a good manager.
Oh, that's how that works, you know. He's responsible now.
I don't think the movie, like, there's a thing that happens in the movie, which is historic, where the organizing principle of these physicists like coming together to make this thing is to stop the Nazis. But by the time they're finishing it, Germany's lost. And now it's about like the Soviets and Japan. And the movie doesn't make that transition, like, it doesn't like hit that as hard as I wanted it to, because I thought that was when you're seeing it play out in time, that's the thing that's really interesting, because so many of these physicists were like went to communist parties because that's what you did if you were an intellectual at the time that they were all in college. That's just what you did. And then like that all changed, and I don't know. Like it's in there, but the movie doesn't like draw it out. I felt like it didn't like make that what the movie was about. It was just that was there. And then there's this bizarre scene that of Oppenheimer talking to Truman, and like and like the version of Truman is like, no, nobody's going to remember the person who made the bomb. They're going to remember the person who dropped it. Like he's like trying to take credit. He's like, I did this. It's the I did this meme. And I don't feel like historically that's how people remember Truman, as like the fucking nuke dropper. Like that's not his fucking thing. That didn't all like, he's not like a merchant. He's not the merchant of death. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
so that was a weird scene.
Yeah.
But like other than that, like the movie's incredibly well acted, and it's Florence Pugh is fucking beautiful.
Nice.
There's just scenes of her sitting naked in a chair that are just fucking unreal.
Unbelievable. Damn, maybe I should have saw Oppie. I missed out.
You missed out.
Alas.
Yeah, it's not like my favorite. It's not my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. That's for sure. That's still Dunkirk.
Yeah. I did not see Dunkirk.
The thing, because Dunkirk is a war movie where having a gun seems like fucking useless and stupid, because there's like there's no one to there's no enemy to shoot. There's just fucking the threat of death all around you. It's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Like I'd never seen a war movie that like got that feeling. So that one did show me a thing I hadn't seen.
Nice.
So that's still Nolan's best to me, but
did you do up any other films for 2023?
I did up a little movie called John Wick Chapter 4.
Right, you did oh shit, that's also 2023. I just haven't gotten around to that.
Another movie that's 3 fucking hours long.
When you said 3 hours, I was like, as soon as you said John Wick 4, I was like, I really should get around to it. And then you said 3 hours. I'm like, I can wait.
There is no good reason for John Wick movie to be 3 hours. It is funny if you look at the run times, they just keep getting longer. Like the first one is like
tight
140.
Okay, it's not hella
it's like
tight.
An hour, or I mean like an hour 40.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think, or is it 140? Now I can't even remember. Now
Son of a bitch,
I'm psyching myself out. John Wick one times. The first John Wick movie was 101 minutes.
Hell yeah.
John Wick 2 was 122. John Wick 3 was 131.
And what's 4? Give us the
4 is 169.
Nice. Yeah, that's a lot.
So it's not as good as John Wick 3.
Okay.
Is my other.
But you said it's better than John Wick 2.
Yeah, John Wick 2 is the worst of the John Wick movies.
I'm going to assume,
Easily.
without you saying as much, that like just John Wick 1 is always going to be the best. Probably. Or no? Did you like 3 more than 1?
It's the most elegant. I kind of fucking love the like messiness of 3.
Sure.
Cause so here's my hit. Like John Wick 1, that's Star Wars. John Wick Chapter 2 is trying to be Empire, but it's shit. So then John Wick Chapter 3, that's just Empire again, but it's good.
Yeah.
And I love that they just did Empire again. They're like, all right, we fucked it up the first time. Let's take another shot at it.
Well, John Wick 2 was like them having to like reset him back into like an extended thing, right?
Yeah.
So that was kind of fucked from the start, I feel. But interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then John Wick Chapter 4, that's Return of the Jedi.
Look,
that's a, you know,
I mean, I don't
it has its flaws.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't know how much you're going to say, but like, don't spoil here, maybe. I do plan on getting to that one. Other shit, you could spoil Oppie. That's fine. the historical movie.
Hey, guess what?
What?
He shoots a lot of people.
You fuck.
Like a lot of people.
What? Now you're going to...
Okay. So here's my big complaint. My big complaint about John Wick 4. They put these bounties on his head, and they're fucking way too low. They're just not big enough.
What are the bounties?
They put a bounty on him that's like $20 million. And I'm like, that's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the going rate in that world is a little lower, you know?
It's not enough. I wouldn't try and kill John Wick for $20 million.
I would hope
there is a plot point of a character who's like literally waiting for the bounty on John Wick to get bigger. He's like literally playing that game.
I mean, that makes
sense.
But
even he doesn't hold out long enough for my taste.
Sure.
Just like this, John Wick has killed so many fucking. You're like, you're fighting a force of nature, not like killing a human.
Yeah, it's not just like an in and out thing.
Yeah. So I'm like, it should just it needs to be more. But yeah, like I just wish the movie were more about John Wick murdering people and less like, I don't know, wrapping it up. Like it feels like it's just being spectacle, and then it's like, okay, we're telling a story, and the story is I'm not as interested in.
Sure.
Like it then resets the parameters of what we're doing, and I'm like, I wish you were just like murdering I wish you were just like a slasher villain murdering every member of the High Table one by one. That would be a better movie, in my opinion. Yeah, but that's not what John Wick 4 is. And there's a bit where it seems like that could be what it was. It's just, but they give up on it. It's like, that's too hard. I'm like, but it would be cool.
Yeah. I think people, I mean, I like that universe, but I also don't care about that universe. Like, he can kill everybody. He can go evil Fallout run. Just fucking send him.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. I'm gonna watch John Wick shoot people in the face.
Is there
Oh, he's so good at double tapping people. It's still so fucking good.
Hell yeah. Is there like a clear setup for like a John Wick 5? Or is it a little more less?
No.
Oh, okay. It's like wrapped.
Yeah.
Oh. That's interesting. I thought they were.
That's
going,
like
I thought they were going in on it.
That's the reason this is like 3 hours.
Oh,
right?
Okay. That makes me a little more eager to see it, honestly. Because I remember at some point they asked Keanu Reeves about like making more and how many. He's like, "I'll keep making them as long as people keep wanting them." I'm like, "Shit, we're buckling in for like a Fast and Furious franchise."
Oh man. I mean, never say never. They could fucking.
Yeah, you can do anything you fucking want.
It's a fucking movie.
Yeah.
But
like wrapping up has never stopped anyone.
This is as much as like they could say this is it. I say this is it.
Interesting. Okay. I did not know that, honestly. This is
I didn't know that either going in.
It's kind of the
because it's just called Chapter 4. It doesn't have like a pithy.
Yeah. I mean, this is also like high key. One of the nice things about like not being online much at all. Like I don't see any of this shit. So I didn't know like it was.
Well,
like,
yeah. I mean, I'm online where I didn't see any of this shit.
I feel like I go out of my way a little bit more than I go.
The one thing I heard about was that there's one really good long tracking shot, and can confirm there's one really good long tracking shot.
Hell yeah,
it's pretty sick.
See, it's
like the movie's 3 hours, so like one good tracking shot, it honestly is not a big deal in terms of the percentage of the movie, but it is cool.
See, I was always diving into comments and shit, and that's usually where I like end up.
Yeah,
because I can't stop myself.
The important thing is, as always, John Wick's greatest enemy is stairs.
Hell yeah. Stairs are a bitch.
Dude, his knees, they're not like they used to be. You know? No matter how good he still looks, knees, they get older, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
So yeah, John Wick 4, pretty good, but not too long. Too long.
I mean, 3 hours. Like I said with The Batman, like that's a 3-hour film, and even when I'm on an 8-hour flight, I'm still like, it's like 3 hours though.
Let's think of how many episodes of Hereafter you could watch instead.
Yeah, like I could do a lot. I could watch Scavenger's Reign like 6 times or whatever. That's not true. Yeah. I could watch it like once, nearly.
Yeah. And the other movie, there's one other big movie I watched, which is the Ninja Turtles movie, which was delightful.
Nice. They they returned to not like. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say return. My last knowledge of a Ninja Turtles movie is the one where it was like hyper realistic and looked terrifying.
The Platinum Dunes Michael Bay produced ones. Yeah. No, this is fully this is more like going for a Spider-Verse.
Oh, right.
With like
right.
really, like you can see like pencil stroke style animation.
Nice.
It's like made to look more low rent than it is, kind of with the way it's stylized. And it's just fun. They make the turtles way more like kids than I kind of think they've ever been. In any version, they just feel younger here than.
Is it because
they feel like young teens instead of like we're calling them teens, but they're just like joke machines or whatever?
Yeah,
I don't know.
We're calling them teens, but they're like university-esque, sort of,
or whatever.
I mean
that like it's not like they felt like kids in other versions too. It's just there's
Did they feel younger because they were using Gen Z slang, you boomer?
Well, because they were voice acted by fucking kids. They weren't voice acted by adults doing kid voices. So they had a different kind of. They had that kid energy to them of being a little hyperactive.
Gotcha. I mean, I just like. It's funny. I don't think I saw any trailers for it or anything, or even like the hyper realistic one. I just saw like posters and shit. I don't think I could place what they sounded like. But as I mentioned in whatever other thing I mentioned in recently, like just that, like totally, like the fucking like that's all I think about when I think about the turtles. I know they don't all sound like I know they like Donatello doesn't sound like that and shit, but like that's the voice, that's the style.
Yeah. Michelangelo was the most popular.
Yeah, no fucking wonder. He's the coolest.
He's the one who said cowabunga.
Shout out to Hot Wheels Unleashed for not putting a limit on how often the Turtles van goes cowabunga when you boost. Hear that fucking 300 times a race. No limit at all. No, that's when was like the last Turtles movie that came out? I feel like it's been a little bit. Unless I'm out of the loop.
I don't know. I didn't watch those, Michael, those Platinum Dunes ones.
Yeah.
So I don't have a good sense. Last Turtles movie I watched was like a tie-in to one of the TV shows.
Gotcha. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in film. Oh, okay. Yeah, so 2016. That's like... Honestly, that's more recent than I thought. I don't know. I guess because
2009 is the last one I saw. The last movie I saw came out. Because then there was... Oh, that's not true. 2019 is the last Turtles movie that I watched, because I did watch Batman versus the Ninja Turtles, which came out in 2019. That movie, okay, does not have the best the scene from the comic, which is the meme of Batman showing Raphael where his parents died.
Oh. What is he?
They didn't put that in that movie because they're cowards.
What's the fucking meme? What does he say to him?
This is where my parents died, Raphael, or something.
Yeah, doesn't Raphael say something?
I don't
remember. Turtle parents died.
I mean, I know when he shows Parappa where his parents died, and then Parappa repeats this is where you watched your parents die.
I feel like I saw a thing that someone
might have seen a fan edit.
I've seen the edit where people put in over Raphael, they put in "Cowabummer."
Yeah, no, that's an edit.
Oh, but that's such
in the comic, he does not say anything.
Yeah, no, I see that one. He's just standing there, but the fucking Cowabummer like fucking sent me the first time I saw it. Cowabummer, dude. Oh, it's still a great panel.
I don't like the Cowabummer just because I think it's a perfect panel of comic books as it is. Like, you didn't need to put a hat on the hat.
Yeah, but like double hats is pretty good. You ever seen someone in two hats? Sidebuster.
I have.
Almost as good as like two pairs of pants. Yeah. I mean, in theory, once we do turtle stuff, I'll maybe watch that film. Once I get more turtle energy under me.
I would say it's an entirely different kind of Ninja Turtles thing. It is unique from all the other versions I've seen, which is cool.
Nice. It's nice when that happens, and it's a good
super
thing.
new, and it's different, and it's not what I grew up with, so it's not going to mean as much to me ever. But, that is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
The nostalgia glasses on other stuff is too powerful.
Yeah, dude.
Although kind of the thing I care the most about are the IDW comics, which is not really nostalgia either. But those are just good comics.
Do you want to, I guess, kind of briefly go through shows that we both watched? I don't think I've watched anything that you haven't this year.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cause
I just want to say quickly.
Oh, yeah. If you still got stuff, go on.
I'm probably not. Spider-Verse came out last year, and I didn't watch it because I'm like, oh, but it's gonna be a cliffhanger, and I'm gonna fucking be dying. But I'm probably still sometime this year. I'm probably still gonna cave and watch it before.
That's right.
Because I don't know when the fuck they're gonna make that next movie. It doesn't seem like they've really started. From what I've heard now.
Yeah, totally, dude. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. So that's probably going to happen sooner rather than later. But
yeah,
we can move on to television.
Television.
Porky Pig Rebirth. So, Gamma Rebirth. No. What do you want to go over?
I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, everything I've watched, we've talked about.
Yeah, My Adventures with Superman, Adventures, Time, Fiona and Cake, Our Flag Means Death Season 2, Pluto, Scavenger's Reign. Those are all really good shows.
Yeah. I mean, what would my favorite of them be? I think Pluto is, like, objectively the best. Like, I think that's actually the best. But that has the disadvantage.
It's so I can't rank TV because of Pluto this year, basically.
See, for me, I'm like
you made an adaptation, but it's like not new. It's you just did the thing.
Right? Yeah, no, exactly, dude. I'm like, I've read this twice now, and it's just a really good adaptation. But also, nothing else like fucking elicited like near max emotion from me every episode. That's an insane ratio.
Yeah.
So like, I think that is the best thing.
Well, for me, it's like, how do I fucking compare Pluto to 12 episodes or whatever it was of Ursa Yatsura, the new Ursa Yatsura that came out this year? How do I do it?
Yeah.
How do I compare the thing I'm like actively obsessed with like the adaptation of one of my favorite things ever? Like, it's just hard.
Yeah.
And I don't need to, so I'm just not gonna.
Yeah, no, that's
to be making me make that choice. I'm just like, this one's too hard.
100%. I think,
which tells you how much I fucking love that Ursa Yatsura cartoon. Let me tell you, it's fucking good.
I'm excited to get to it eventually. Maybe
one day,
someday. I'm getting closer. I think Scavenger's Reign maybe takes it for me. Like, that sort of environment is just really a thing I'd been wanting.
Sure.
And the fact that like the trailer did it, like they didn't lie to me, you know? They didn't have us on a planet for like 2 episodes, then fuck off to space, and then it's just like ship things or something.
Sure.
I really like that, because that is a thing I look for in sci-fi and don't find enough of. And it was weird. Like your comparison in our episode on it with Rice Boy. It's that same kind of fucking weird that gets me thinking about the world and the things in it. And that shit really goes a long way for me. In addition to like the good plot and everything else. Yeah,
putting aside Pluto, I think of those shows that we both watched,
of the other,
that we covered for the podcast,
in
other episodes. So I have deeper thoughts. I think Fiona and Cake is probably the one for me.
Yeah, that makes that I can see it. That's certainly, I mean, even of the non-2023 things I watched, I mean, that's like one of the more surprising things for me. Is like, I mean, it was that episode was like that podcast episode was still hilarious for me, because my existential crisis was like, I think Adventure Time was kind of mid, and then the more we talked, I'm like, maybe I'm remembering it being more mid. I don't know, man. Like, weird fucking space with it, but like, I went in kind of ready to be like, this is mid, but actually it was fucking great. So that was really cool. Like, it was really solid, and I hope we get more in that, like, that same vein.
Yeah, totally. Like, I can't believe they're still were able to make an Adventure Time thing that was that fucking good.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like, that's wild. And the, like,
because the thing about the Fiona and Cake compared to, like, however good like end game Adventure Time was before stuff was, like, this felt expansive on the world in a way that like it felt like some of like Adventure Time was like running out it felt like they had done all the stuff by the time that show ended, right? And this felt like
that's why I was so disappointed. It felt like they had more to give, or that there was more they could give, in my opinion.
Sure.
Because that was always like my main draw, was like that backdrop shit that they would drip feed, you know?
Yeah.
Another classic, why look at the characters when I can look at the world? From Ben. Go figure.
Yeah.
No, I liked a lot of those characters. At various points, at differing points. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, it was really late. Well, I mean, the first thing was, for Fiona and Cake, was that fucking one-off version of the theme we got. Mm-hmm. About, like, fucking hating your daily life and all that garbage. Like, yeah, dude. Yeah. And then it satisfied the urge.
Oh, you mean the Cheers theme?
Yeah, dude, the fucking Cheers stuff was just like, what a thing to have in.
That was so weird.
But the thing that this did that Adventure Time never actually did, but like they like skipped a step, because that's a whole kind of the premise, the feel that you're supposed to be watching, maybe. Do you know how many times I sat in school and like imagined a portal opening up to like a fantasy realm and me fucking jumping into, like, yeeting myself into that fucker? Every goddamn day. Nearly every day. It happened. It was like one of my top daydreams. And like getting to see that happen and like in this, a thing that is good, like it felt really nice. And then
you heard about isekai anime.
Dude, my life is a fucking isekai. Don't even start with me. That time I responded.
Well, that's
my
the
fucking title. The title of my isekai is that time I responded to a Reddit comment and ended up living in the post-Soviet bloc for the rest of my life. Don't even start with me. Yeah, no, I don't. Like the key there was that I said something that's good. Got him.
True.
But they got me with I got to see that, and I got to like feel happy about watching that play out. But then like you get to the bit where she's just slashing people with a sword, and then it's like, oh fuck, like these weren't actually bad people. Like, oh no. And then that was like, all that shit was great. It just like, it was compelling. In a way, I really just thought it was going to be like more Adventure Time silliness kind of deal. Like, not necessarily fully episodic, but just like, we're going to bop around and do whatever. Oh, that was super solid.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. My Adventures with Superman. I don't know. I didn't think that would like... Now that I've gotten more Superman under my belt and other stuff.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on it now?
It's still really good, but like, yeah. Now I really feel what you mean with like the enemy designs and stuff.
Yeah,
like it's very boring in that regard.
Yeah.
I think I really like the individual, I'll say Clark Kent Superman stuff, like him coming into some of his powers, right? Like we don't just start where he has them. Him kind of like, the big one for me was him developing like the super hearing, and then because I think we'd even talked about that a little bit before that episode or that show, where I was like, Superman can like, I know he has super hearing. Like, how do you determine? Like, you're living in a big city. How do you determine who needs help? Like, blah blah blah. Like, something. And then we get to see that play out of like, oh, you literally have to pick and choose, or you will run yourself to death helping everybody who needs help. And like that was huge for me. Like putting that into a visualization, and like him just fucking looking dead on his feet. So that
Yeah,
stuff
just
was
trying to do everything, and he just can't.
Yeah. So that stuff was like really, I really liked that. But like the Superman like fights and stuff, they're fine.
Yeah.
They're good. Like it's okay. I like the look of the characters themselves is what I'll say. I like the voice acting and all that stuff. I think they're really cool, but like what if we could take a good regular old human character that has a good design, good voice, and then turn them into a villain that's cool and has all that same shit without just giving them the tech. That was very dull in hindsight.
What if we just stapled polygons to them?
Yep. White polygons with accent colors. Yeah, that was very bleh.
Like their version of Livewire.
Dude, like I was like, I don't know, like she seemed pretty good, and then we watched Superman the animated series, and I was like, oh, like this is I see. This is why Hank was upset.
She had personality.
Yeah, 100%, dude. And like that voice actor was oozing personality in My Adventures with Superman. Like she could have done it, you know?
Yep.
But they just didn't.
Yep.
She's just like a gal.
Not give her the material.
Yeah. But
just grumpy. Everyone's grumpy.
But that Clark Kent and Lois Lane shit.
That shit's 12 out of 10.
Oh. And then like her finding out that he's Superman and shit, and like
just being mad about him lying.
How she does that, like that's good shit. Just like the whole thing, just real fucking good. Her like the Lois Lane Society or whatever, and Mr.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm gonna.
Don't look at the letters.
I'm not looking at the letters.
Look at the letters.
Mix. Yes. Spit.
Lick.
Mix. Yes. Spit.
4 actual words.
Yeah.
Mix, yes.
But like,
lick.
I just couldn't remember the order of them.
Yeah.
And the problem is I remember the letters, which doesn't help at all. I'm literally not looking at it at all, but I just remember the spelling ish.
Yeah. Their version of Mixius Bitlick is cowardice.
Yeah. Like, that's whatever. But him being like, you're like close to the original Lois. In that whole
she
shit.
Didn't trust anyone either. Yeah.
Yeah, like that shit's pretty solid.
Yeah.
The fact that like a huge thing for me, which I just loved from like a general all around perspective that I think should happen more in like any media where we're going to do this, is the fact that the big Lois's like big sexy, oh my God, she's so attractive reveal is her showing her back. And that's like such a fucking good thing. Like,
yeah,
dude, that's how it fucking works. Like sometimes you're like, holy shit. Like, look at their fucking knuckles or their collarbone or something, like anyone you find attractive, you know? And you're just like, that thing. It doesn't have to be like hips and tits or whatever. Like, yeah, dude, it's like their back. Like that little shit. And then them being all blushy about it. I mean, obviously, like, Clark Kent's just yoked, so that was going to be it. Like, regardless, like, that was how that one was going to play out.
Yep.
But no, the whole thing was just really good. But I think like as a Superman thing, I like animated series a bit better. Like, also that theme goes real hard. Da da da.
True.
Da 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 da. Like, it's too good.
You need a Superman song theme you can sing the word Superman to.
I think about that fucking every episode that we watched. In my head, just Superman.
That's the key to a good Superman theme. Fucking genius.
It is incredible. Because it's fucking true, apparently. Like, I
It's
guess
so
this dude
true.
nailed it.
That's just correct. Look, it's just the thing about Superman. The way he was drawn in comics was for like his cowlick, his little hair curl is an S on his forehead. It's just like, that's Superman, man. Like, he's the one. He's the complete corny cliche, and it's good.
Yeah. No,
everyone else could be edgy, but
for
Superman should be Superman.
Yeah. For my adventures with Superman, like, I really want more, but I'm very much just there for that relationship. Like, that's the other stuff with, like, the aliens, and I mean, I've voiced my thoughts on the military and shit. Quick aside, thank fucking God Scavenger's Reign didn't pull that. I realized in hindsight it would have been an easy insert. God bless. Yeah, I don't care about any of that. I'm here for Clark and Lois.
No, it's like the slice of life parts of that show were just out of this world good.
Yeah, dude. So that was a great watch. And
what's not a great watch is Gamera Rebirth.
We're not there yet, you fuck. That was really aggressive. I don't know why. I came to fuck instead of like anything lighter than that. Our Flag Means Death season 2 is very good.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, as we said in our episode on it, and all these other shows that we did individual episodes on that you can go and watch for deeper thoughts. Solid TV, and like can't complain about that getting left as the real sad looking at the Wikipedia list of 2023 in television, and it's not under shows that continued. It's under shows that are ending, that ended in 2023.
Yep.
But oh well.
Yeah, I'm not as mad about that show getting canceled as, I would have thought I would be if you told me it got canceled after season 2, after I finished season 1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, as
season
you
1's
said,
is better.
As you said, that's like pick up the fucking Pitchfork territory.
Yeah.
Season 2 after it's like, I'll allow it.
Yeah. Like I'm sad, but so be it.
Yeah. But good
that
shit,
guy
though.
turned into a bird, though.
The fucking him actually turning into the bird, and then everybody being like, "Did you fucking kill him though?" Like, real talk. Did you kill him?
No. No one's ever gonna believe. But he turned into a bird.
Yeah. No, a lot of solid. I mean, just as we said, the fact that all the characters are great to watch, and it's a fun time because all the characters are good, so it doesn't matter who's on screen.
Yeah. Imagine if they brought it back, but it was just Steed and Ed running a hotel, and there was no more piracy in the whole show.
That would be actually incredible. The best part is that would be such an easy way to have like those other characters return and like catch up with them. Is just like they pop into the hotel to stay for a night or two or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so fucking good.
That was definitely not what they would have done, but
no, 100%. They don't have the balls.
That would have been fire.
Slice of life fucking hotel show. Oh my God.
Just now I get back to workplace comedy.
Yeah. It circles all the way around to just be in that. Dude, I'd be so fucking there for that. Holy shit.
Now I'm sad.
Yeah, thanks. Gonna be thinking about that one all day.
Damn, sometimes you just have an idea that's too good.
I mean, that was my my suggestion for Dragon Ball Super. instead of recovering the movie and shit, it's just Beerus babysitting Pan. Like,
damn.
That one made me pretty sad because that would be fucking top tier. Anyway, it was good.
Yeah,
good TV. Yeah, that's like literally all I did for 2023. I don't even really like. There was music. I know we're on TV, but just because it's like my last shit. I don't really have a specified list. I think what I'll do is I'll like put together a small list of like my top albums in no particular order, and I'll have you like include that as a little list in the description that people can look at. It's a lot of metal as always. It's pretty samey. It was I don't want to say it was a weak year, but like I don't even know if there was any. There was a couple debuts, but it wasn't anything wild, you know. It's just like, yeah, it was good, solid music, but I'm not like fiending over any of it necessarily. So
sure,
I just don't feel the drive to talk about it much.
I have 2 albums.
Well, you can like you may go on.
You said music, so I just have 2 albums real quick.
Yeah. Hit me.
The new Carly Rae Jepsen album, The Loveliest Time, which honestly, not only did it hit me, it also retroactively made the last album finally hit.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Like somehow it clicked into place the last album. But what I would do is like I would start playing at like the back end of The Loneliest Time, which is the previous record, and then it would just carry in to the new record is kind of what I would do.
Oh, okay.
There's this song on the Loneliest, the 2022 album called Go Find Yourself or whatever, and that song just completely hit me correctly this year.
Nice.
I fucking love that one. But the new album in general, which is like the B-side album, I just really liked.
Hell yeah.
And like it definitely hit me more than the previous album did when it first came out, but I think it's more consistently good.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So like as an album experience, I liked it.
I mean, yeah.
I liked it a little bit more.
I definitely listened to her 2022 album, but I didn't listen to it a lot. So
yeah.
I think I was also maybe in that same boat. Like it didn't hit me super hard. Maybe I gotta listen to the 2023 album now. Maybe that's the secret.
Yeah, it all clicked into place. And the other album is 10,000 Gex by 100 Gex. That album's fire.
Nice. I have not heard that one.
I still think none of the songs on it are as good as Stupid Horse, which is still their best song, but
happens.
They just like the way they do like these electronic and like meme voices, but it like they just channel the pure energy of what I want from pop punk. It's kind of amazing.
Hell yeah. You have made me think of a thing. You talk about Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yeah.
This was like hella early 2023, which is probably why I didn't remember it. There was an album from 2022 by Riot City. What is it? Electric Night? Electric Eye? Electric Night? I can't remember the fucking name offhand, which is sad. It was on a lot of lists that I like in my circle for music stuff. It was on a lot of people's lists as being like super good, if not their album of the year. And I listened to it in 2022 and I was like, I don't know, it seems okay. Like it's whatever. I don't really even feel the need to like download it or anything. I listened to it again in like January or February, and I was like, this is actually like in my top 3 albums of all time. Like this shit is fucking incredible. And I don't know what it was.
Nice.
It just, like you said, it just like the shit clicked that didn't before. So that was the thing that happened. But that is a 2022 album. But it was exciting nonetheless.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes
yeah, dude.
It's always just doesn't hit you in the moment.
It's great when it does though. Like with any,
Yes,
with anything, you come back, you're like, oh
true.
shit.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah,
with,
when it then does hit, that's
look
a great feeling.
I watched the first intro to the Urusei Yatsura remake, and I was like, yeah, this looks like okay, but I don't know. And now I'm gonna have 200 episodes of Urusei Yatsura under my belt, and I'm gonna watch it and be like, holy shit. Yeah. Go figure.
Yeah. The original opening, I've listened to it and I thought it was mid for a long time. Now nope, that song's fire.
Yeah,
I've come completely around.
Hell yeah. No, that's still my one. But yeah. So what's this I hear about Gamera? Gamera Rebirth? I heard it was great. I heard it was fire.
It's so bad, dude. It's so ugly.
Yeah.
And they're trying to it's like trying to be Stranger Things.
Right.
With these kids. And the animation is so fucking ugly. All the character models are they did not put enough effort into them. And they move incredibly stiffly, and they're animated on twos or whatever, so everything's stilted in the way I hate with CG animation, CG anime in particular.
Yeah, so when Gamera Rebirth was announced and shit, I was hyped, and then you started watching it. I don't know if you sent me a clip or what, but I didn't even bother. It looked fucking bad.
No one should bother.
You made the Stranger Things comparison. I'm like, I don't even. Okay, if we're making if we have to make comparisons to Gamera, I'm tapping out.
Yeah. It's like about these kids, so it's trying to.
He's a friend to all children,
I guess, but then the monster shit is the most edgelord teenager version of that shit. It's
yeah, I was gonna ask, does any of the monster stuff make up for it?
No, and the other problem is, so I didn't finish it, but
wow,
I read I did read the thing that was I can't. Was that basically every episode is structured the same? The monster battle, every episode is essentially exactly the same. It just swaps out whose Gamera is fighting.
Ugh.
Which is again, is not necessarily untrue of the Gamera franchise. There is an obvious structure of him getting his ass kicked and then coming back and winning.
Yeah.
But the thing is, people in rubber suits is fucking charming, and terrible CG that looks like dog shit trash is not that charming.
Yeah. Yeah.
It had no charm.
No, I feel that.
It's just the worst of Netflix anime CG garbage. I'm so bad. This is where Gamera is.
Yeah, it's really sad. I'm glad I did not.
It makes me sad. It makes me sad. There's no way. I actually think there's no way the Godzilla CG movies are as bad as this was.
They are not, I would say.
Yeah.
Those movies looked okay to me. They didn't look terrible.
Yeah.
It's everything else that's miserable.
Mm-hmm.
We still gotta watch those.
Yeah. I'm gonna make you watch. I'll watch those, and then you have to watch Monarch: Legacy of Monsters.
I was gonna say that's not the only monster.
Another Godzilla thing I watched from last year. Technically it ended this year, but
close enough.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, you said. I've seen you. I've seen you giving updates in Discord, and
yeah, because I can't. I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, it looks like a rough watch, or it seems. I should say it seems like a rough watch.
Yeah, because there is a character in there that I like, So like there was just enough of it that it had me like on the hook. And I'm like, but everything fucking around this. The fact that it's like 2 shows and one of the shows I actually think is hot trash and one of them I think is okay.
Yeah.
In terms of like the human people.
Yeah. Because it does a time. It's like 2 different times, right?
Yes.
Which one's the okay
it's like
one?
The one in the past.
Gotcha. What are the 2? I mean, modern time, I assume, and then like, what's the past time period? Era.
I want to say like 50s, but I don't even remember.
Okay. I mean, yeah, but it's not like it's super far back or super recent.
Yeah. There are like historical events that are and the present isn't even the present. The part of the thing though why this show is like completely hampered is cuz it's like present future section takes place explicitly after the Godzilla 2014. But before any of the other of those Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
So like there's no like you know what happens with the fucking monsters. There's no mystery to what's the shit that's going to happen. You already like it's like treating like the Hollow Earth thing like it's a thing. Like I know. We've seen it. We've been there in one of these fucking movies already.
No, people
What are you talking about?
People love their expanded universe where you get to find out shit that you already kind of know, but then elaborate on it like way too much. That's what the people want.
Well, too bad about the elaborating thing.
Oh, they just literally say it like, okay. Rough. You finished it, right?
I think there's a thing that happens in it that like basically is impossible, like doesn't line up with what happens in Godzilla versus Kong, but you know,
great.
I don't really care. Yeah, I finished it. I watched all 10-hour-long episodes.
Jesus. Yeah. Oh, right.
The part where I lost my mind the most is when the guy was lying about being in a manga club. Talking about Akira Toriyama.
Man, that's funny.
Why was he lying? Out his ass.
Why was he lying?
Because of fucking forced character drama, which is like all this show is. It's a thing you definitely love, of just let's make these characters be antagonistic to each other for contrived, nonsensical reasons that we're gonna forget about and come up with new ones like 10 minutes later.
Great. My fave.
It's so bad about that. It's so bad about that. Like it can't even decide who the bad guys are.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I'm glad you watched it, because watching you lose your mind in Discord is pretty good.
Yeah. The part where it almost broke me was when they had 2 episodes in a row with no past stuff.
Yeah, if that's the good part, that'd be real irksome.
And there is one good idea in there. They don't do anything good with it, but one thing happened, and I was like, hell yeah, that was good. That was correct.
What was it?
I ain't gonna fucking spoilers.
Are you fucking kidding? You're gonna make me watch 10 hours to see a good moment, huh? I'll do it.
Oh yeah.
Don't fucking think I won't. That's such a bad trade for the Godzilla trilogy. Get out of here. 10 hours. Oh.
No, it's terrible. But it's a TV show that has Godzilla in it. Godzilla's in it. He's in multiple episodes.
It's in English, right?
Yeah.
See, at least I can
It's parts of it are in Japanese, but
that
it's
makes
mostly
sense.
in English.
So at least I could side-eye it while I do other shit.
Yeah. Yeah. This is not a full attention show.
I could go sicko mode and side-eye it while I watch Urusei Yatsura.
Yeah.
Well, is what it is.
It is what it is.
What else did you watch?
What else was bad? Loki season 2 was bad. I didn't like it.
Oh, right, that was this year.
Yeah, that was the one of the Marvel shows. I couldn't bring myself to watch the other ones, but Loki season 2, because I really liked Loki season 1. And Loki season 2 is like, would be like, they should have made one episode as like an epilogue to season 1, but instead they made a season of television where like nothing happens for most of the episodes.
Fucking rough.
I was very unhappy. I was really unhappy. I was just like yelling at the TV, like, "What are we doing here? What are we doing?" And then, like, in the last episode, they did a thing, but
so just dirtled too much.
It was incredible dirtling, dude. And it was like trying to set up like time travel stuff that just wasn't fucking clever. It just wasn't interesting.
Sure.
It was so incredibly basic.
Yeah.
God. I was so underwhelmed. And it had that the husband from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I don't even remember. I don't know who
that guy, and he's like playing the same character is when he like reveals himself as like a universe hopper or whatever. Like when he reveals his true self.
Sure.
And I didn't like that performer that much in that movie, and so him being in the show, I still just didn't really like it. It's mostly they're like giving him like exposition to try and make it funny, and I'm just like, this isn't that funny.
Gotcha.
And I don't find it that charming. It just doesn't do anything for me. So I don't know.
Yeah, I can't.
And they're like,
I can't even
and then like it's part of like setting up Kang, but now Kang's not gonna matter because that actor got canceled.
What actor was
it? Jonathan Majors.
Oh, okay.
Who was in a movie I really fucking loved called Last Black Man in San Francisco. And that movie's fucking great. And he's a really good actor, but apparently he's a piece of shit, so.
What was his brand of garbage? I mean, we don't have to
fucking remember.
I don't dive into it.
I don't have room in my brain to hold down beyond that guy got canceled.
I don't care enough to even look it up, honestly.
Yeah, assault charges.
Great.
So they kind of they're probably just gonna change the villain of who's gonna be the villain going forward, because it's not like that Ant-Man movie they had him in was like a success, really. It's not like that was a smash hit.
Was Loki season 2 like? Did people at large like it? Like, was it well received, and just not a you thing, or was like it just everybody it is a little tired, or whatever?
I mean, opinion on the MCU in general, I feel like is pretty fucking tired.
Yeah.
I feel like I probably hated it. I don't know. My only point of comparison really is I know Paul liked it more than I did. Just because he really likes Hiddleston, so he was like kind of okay with whatever.
Yeah. Oh, like, yeah. That would go a long way.
Just on liking the actor, but I was just like really underwhelmed and unhappy watching it because it didn't do the thing that like the bare minimum that I need MCU stuff to do, which is make me think of a better comic book. Like it didn't inspire me to read anything, so it completely failed.
Oof.
the bare minimum test. Like at least Miss Marvel made me think about Ms. Marvel comics and read a bunch, and that was fun. It led to good times.
Nice.
This didn't lead to anywhere good. And the other thing I watched that I think is well made, but just isn't for me, was The Last of Us 2.
Right.
I quit.
See a tiny bit of that.
I quit after like episode 3 or 4. 3 or 4. Once they had the really good bottle episode about a gay couple falling in love and then committing suicide together very sweetly, I was like, yeah, but I don't need to watch this. I watched the first episode again with my parents because my dad wanted to watch it, and he did. It was just like, yeah, it's good. I guess people just like things that are fucking miserable. People say things that are like just truly awful are good. Those are the things people like. I don't know. I call that shit misery porn. It's kind of how I feel about The Last of Us as a franchise.
Yeah, it makes sense. This was wait, was it Last
and
of Us
I've
or
liked
Last of Us 2?
and I've never loved I'm not a fan of those games really either. So
was this Last of Us or Last of Us 2? My timeline's fucked.
This is Last of Us.
Oh, okay.
TV show.
Yeah, I don't know. They could have made more. If you told me Last of Us is 2022 and they did like more Last of Us 2 in 2023, like I'm sure. Yeah.
No, they haven't turned 2 into a TV show yet.
Gotcha. Okay. So I did watch a tiny chunk of it. I have not played the games, and don't really care. Like it's just not fucking my bag at all. I only watched a little bit of it because Ani was watching it. She got real into it, and it's a little scary for her. So I was sitting with her watching it, and yeah, I don't care. Like this is just like, yep, that's I'm watching shit happening on screen.
Yeah. And I just didn't like their version of Ellie. But mostly it was just like my patience was pretty thin because I know where that story was going and I know that I don't care. And
Yeah,
that it's
yeah.
not, and then it's just miserable. Ultimately,
Yeah.
like that series is gonna err on the side of misery, and like it kind of got me in that like at least they made changes that were good and made it a more interesting TV show. Like the way they do the Bill and Frank thing was like way better than what's in the game, but ultimately it's still that story and still that world, and it's kind of, it doesn't hold value to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's just zombies, so I don't no value.
They're
for me.
fungus zombies though, Ben. They're plant zombies.
Not enough. If that were more of the focus, if we had that same concept in like a Scavenger's Reign type type of deal.
Yeah, it's just like Scavenger's
Hit
Reign.
me with that shit.
It's just like it, except also a lot of people shooting, a lot of humans shooting other humans.
Yeah, a lot of people
Also.
being angry with each other constantly and conflict and yeah.
Broken humans acting badly.
Look, to be clear, there's still a place for that shit.
Yeah.
Though I don't want people, like, sometimes I feel like I go too hard. People are like, oh, well, fucking conflict. Ben's out.
Yeah. I just think that, I'll actually say that kind of misery, it's a hard sell in a TV show for me. Like, if I'm watching a TV show, I'm probably watching it for characters, frankly. So the fact that everyone kind of sucks, that's a turn off.
Yeah.
That means I'm not going to stick with it. Whereas, like, I can put up with people being terrible, or I used to be able to put up with people being terrible for the length of a movie. I can barely fucking watch movies now, but in general, so maybe that's less true also, but I don't. My general standards are also all fucked up too, so I don't know. But
I mean,
I just found that I hit a point where I like didn't watch an episode as soon as it came out, and then I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
But it's well made. Pedro Pascal's a good actor.
I had that realization a good while ago, because my friend was super into The Sopranos. And I started watching it, and then that's when I realized, like, oh, everybody in here kind of sucks ass. Like, I hate all of these.
I did go through that exact arc with The Sopranos, where, like, I love that show, and then, like, I think about where, like, when he killed Big Pussy, I'm just like, yo, you're just making him terrible. Like, it's partly, like, where David Chase reacted to people liking Tony Soprano too much, so he focused on making him worse, so that people wouldn't like him as much.
Yeah.
And that was kind of where it lost me, because it's like, but I'm watching a TV show.
Yeah. No, that was roughly around the time where I bailed. I maybe made it a tiny bit farther, and I'm like, this is actual, like, garbage. And then that kind of when I realized, I'm like, I guess I don't mind shows where the characters are fucking terrible, selfish assholes if it's funny. Like, I love Always Sunny. So that was like why do I love this show? They
are truly awful humans in Always Sunny. That's true.
Dude, like, they're fucking terrible, but, like, it's funny as hell.
Yeah.
I'm watching, like, that was the other maybe thing that, like, really colored my opinion, both on I guess on that concept of, like, terrible, like, what's the entertainment, that sort of thing. Like, we were watching Sopranos, and, like, I was watching it with my friend, and, like, shit would happen, and he would be, like, laughing his ass off, and I'm like, I don't understand, like, that dude's dead. And it wasn't like a ha dead, like, what are you are you okay? Like, I'm just sitting there, like, fucking losing my mind. And I'm like, I guess if people are seeing, like, good thing in it, this shit ain't for me.
I don't know. Whereas that clip of Tony Soprano in Fallout, I guess that's for coffee, and then he's like, nah. That's what was good about The Sopranos. Yeah.
The death claw.
Like, shit. Like, they suck. There was good shit in The Sopranos, or early on, I would say. Slice of life Sopranos.
Slice of life Sopranos. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it for shit I didn't like. So now I can talk about shit I liked.
Yeah, it hit me.
I think you said you did watch some of this. Invincible.
Oh,
season 2.
No, I watched it. I just never, honestly, I never had a strong urge to talk about it.
Yeah. I really liked the Adam Eve special.
The Adam Eve special was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I ignored you on that one for like 8 months. I'm not sorry about it either, honestly. I remember that was like months and months ago. You messaged me like, yeah, I like that special was great, and like nobody else watched it. And I'm like, yeah, sucks. Yep. I'm still not watching it. And then I finally did. When Invincible season 2 came out, I watched the special right before that.
Yeah, the thing where I read like season 2 is only like 4 episodes this year. I'm like, what are people holding out for? I don't know.
I mean, I really liked it, but the thing that was preventing me from, not preventing me, the thing that made me not want to really care too much about talking about it was the fact that I realized I really only give a shit about Omni-Man and Mark. Like, I don't really care about anyone else. Maybe his mom, maybe the mom a little bit. But like everyone else with their bullshit, I'm just like, okay, you're here too, I guess. Wake me up when we're back.
I mean, I care about Adam Eve also, I would say, personally, but
yeah, the special went a long way in making me care about her, but also her fucking dad sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I
don't know. See, the thing is, I know the people. I've read the comic. I know the people suck. Like, I know the bad things that are coming and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, and like there was that point I was gonna read the comic, but
yeah,
it didn't stick enough.
Yeah. Well, I think the show is just better than the comic too, is the thing. And like I did burn out on the comic, like it's not misery really, because the thing is it just has this pace of like shocking violence, like thing happening that's just gonna happen like kind of regularly to like keep readers interested. It just had that quality to it. It was just like, I don't know, a Kirkman thing. And it just, I got tired of it at a certain point when I was like reading it as it was coming out. Like, I think it's much better also as like a binge, because that's like how I got into it was like I read all of it that existed, but it wasn't all out yet at that time. So then I was stuck reading it month to month. And then I had me like falling out of off of all comics completely.
Yeah.
Just happened to happen then, so I didn't make it to like the 200th issue or whatever, I think is where it stopped.
Yeah.
But I think the show's just like really well made. Like the way it draws its characters, I just think it's like really good.
Yeah. Oh no, it's super solid. I guess even like, I don't know. Even thinking on it, as someone who hasn't read the comic, like I know they're working from a thing that exists. They're kind of, unless they decide to deviate heavily.
Yeah.
I was kind of annoyed that like we didn't get more closure between Mark and Omni-Man before like other shit happened, like immediately, you know?
Sure. I mean, I would say that stuff is way more condensed in that show than it is in the comic.
That kind of makes sense. Got to push that shit forward.
Yep.
But like it's still I mean, it's kind of in the same way as like Scavenger's Reign, except like I wasn't as hyped on it, but I was invested.
In terms of like,
I kept wanting to pop it. Like I binged that shit. I watched it all at once.
That I do think is a problem with it, is that story I think is way better as a binge, and it's like because it's so like expensive, like time consuming to make animated good animated stuff, like it's just coming out so slow. I just think that's hurting it kind of. Like it took
Oh,
so long to get season 2 from season 1 and then only getting like 5 episodes.
yeah.
It's just like
No, I think that's a good point. I think I agree on that.
and it's like the problem of the way shows are made where like they make the first season and then they like wait to see if it's a hit to before making more. So by the time they then get those numbers and then have to spin up production again, it's going to take a long time for it to be ready.
Yeah.
Like Rick and Morty had that same problem, right? With like it became a phenomenon and it took them forever to like spin up the apparatus to make it regularly.
Dude, I remember
The pipeline.
that. Like that was
Yeah.
fucking that there was some of those waits that were just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Cuz animated shows like take a long time, and like the reason shows like Batman the Animated Series got to come out regularly is because they had made that shit all together. They made 50 episodes of that all at once.
Yeah.
Then started putting it out. So, and so in the world where like they just make 13 and then say see you later, and then and then bring them back, like you're just kind of fucking behind the 8 ball in terms of like if the show's actually a hit. And it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, dude.
It makes you then like it kind of disengages you with the thing also to an extent.
Yeah,
It makes
'cause
you
have
more
to-
likely to.
You have to get back in the mood. Like I was
Yeah.
really hyped on Invincible coming off of season 1. And then like by the time by the time the special rolled around, I mean, we just discussed it. Like
Yeah.
meh, okay, this thing, like whatever, I'll get to it eventually maybe.
Man.
I can't hold hype that long. Not for that
happens, dude.
anyway. But that's like also just the thing. That's like the problem of shit coming out now, right? Release a season of a thing. It's not the next big global phenomenon. Cancel it and try again.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you watch other good things?
Yes. So Scott Pilgrim takes off.
Oh,
That's just a
right.
complete thing.
Yeah.
That's
that's
just
a
good.
thing.
That's like the Final Fantasy VII remake of anime in terms of we're remaking this thing, but also it's basically a sequel because it's such a different version of the story. Like we've
Yeah.
completely changed it and made it a different thing. The only, and I really like it. The only reason I don't like it more is because it's so obviously the work of an older creator who's like being reflective about his previous work, and it doesn't have that like youthful energy of just being the thing. Like it's so, you have to have a relationship with Scott Pilgrim, I think, to really get stuff out of it. I mean, maybe you could watch it blind and have a good time. I don't know, but it's for what it is. It doesn't hit the way the high points of Scott Pilgrim, the comic, and the movie, like the emotional moments of that, had like really hit for me.
Yeah.
Particularly the comic. And like this just doesn't have that, but it's like really good. Like I had a good time,
Nice.
but it did just have that tinge of like, this is written by the creator who is now old or older or whatever. Like it's way more reflective in that way, in a way that like doesn't allow the, I don't know. It feels like it doesn't have the same like on the sleeve emotional stuff. But like it gets to it gives time to explore, to like spend more time with a bunch of the side characters, which is just fun.
Yeah.
And like see different sides of stuff.
I didn't watch it, and there's just this is just not my. I'm not into Scott Pilgrim.
Man,
I liked the movie, and then I watched it again. I'm like, yeah, this was like in high school I was hyped as hell on that movie, but that was also because like le video game references.
The comic is better.
Yeah, it's too late for me now. It's way too late.
Because the comic is better because it doesn't feel like it takes place over the course of a week. It feels like Ramona and Scott actually have more time to. It's more about Ramona and Scott's relationship, whereas the movie is way more just about Scott.
Yeah.
So like the way Ramona has a bigger role in the comic is like why I like it more.
I just don't want to read about everyone being a little bitch. Yeah.
Okay.
I have not done. It has not. I'm generalizing a generalization. Even like I don't. It's whatever. I don't actually have like negative feelings on it because it's just not. It's not my thing. I did. And to circle back to the show, the new show. I read it. That's why like I had no problem like reading about it because I saw something. I don't even know where I saw it, or if someone mentioned something in a server I'm in or something, and gave like the inkling that it wasn't just an adaptation. I'm like, what the fuck is it then? Like, did I completely misunderstand? I thought they were just ripping the manga straight to the screen, but using
they
like,
did a good job
characters.
not giving away what the thing was in the promotional material.
So I was like reading about what it was and everything like that. I'm like, that's kind of cool. I'll bet a lot of people are fucking pissed. I think it seemed to me like after I looked into it, like, I don't know. So a lot of people were like, this is a really cool thing. And I'm kind of glad that it's something new. And then there was a lot of people who were like, what the fuck? You promised an adaptation. So I don't know. Like reading about it, I thought it was cool. Like, yeah. I think it was a neat concept. They sing? Oh yeah.
They sing. Yeah. They sing Kanyoa Hurricane from Bubblegum Crisis specifically.
Hell yeah, dude. That's great. That's incredible. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's just fun. I do think like there's the part of me that's like it's cool they got the movie cast back, but also I wish they were better voice actors in some spots.
Yeah. Not the same.
I kind of wanted to watch it in Japanese, but I couldn't find files with that soon enough, and I just needed to watch it.
Yeah.
So I didn't. And I don't think that would have solved my problems with it either. But sure. I don't know that would have been actually worked. I just thought that would be funny.
Oh yeah.
When anything to say, hey, you got the whole cast back. Great, I'm gonna watch it in Japanese.
Yeah, that's pretty good. No, because that was like the whole thing. Like that's why people were losing their minds, right?
Yeah.
Which is like that's impressive, honestly. Like being able to pull everyone back in, that's wild.
Yeah. Specifically, I'm glad they killed Scott Pilgrim right away because I don't love Michael Cera as a voice actor.
You don't want to hear Michael Cera talking.
There's something about like when he's just being a voice actor that I don't like. In a way that him being an actor, I was okay with. And also, like they're all older and they're playing these younger characters, and some of their voices are older too. So I don't know.
I mean, maybe he does because he does like the awkward shit so well, and I think a lot of that is just like his body language. You know, he's able to really. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like go on. Yeah.
It's because it's like the style of the comic, and comic Scott is kind of a different character to me than Michael
sure.
Cera movie Scott. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that kind of didn't quite work in my head.
I will say he's one of the funnier actor polls whenever people are joking about who they think the next so-and-so is going to be. Like,
Sure.
Oh, who do you think they're going to tag for the next James Bond? Oh, who do you think is going to play Batman? Like Michael Cera.
Mm-hmm.
Shit would be pretty funny. But, yeah.
What do we got here? What do I want to talk about next? Justified City Primeval. I watched a live action cop show.
I don't even know what the hell that is. Never heard of that in my life.
So Justified was a TV show about a marshal.
Okay.
He was played by Timothy Oliphant.
I don't know who that is.
Playing his marshal character. That he also played that exact same character in Deadwood, which is a great show, which is actually a Western. And then he also basically played that same character in The Mandalorian when he was the guy who had Boba Fett's armor.
Oh, okay. I think. Was it season?
It's in season 1.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of the right thing.
Justified was just like a solid show. Deadwood is really the show that I fucking love. That was like, and I think it was last year at Christmas that I finally watched the Deadwood movie. That was like
Oh, okay.
where they all got back together, and that movie was fucking incredible.
Nice.
And this is just like bringing back. So Justified is based on Elmore Leonard detective books, and so Justified City Primeval is based on a different Elmore Leonard book that had a different protagonist, but they've sort of swapped in this character into this story.
Okay.
So he's sort of, but he's like sort of out of his element in that it's not his. He's like in Detroit instead of in his normal place. The weakness of it, the weakest part is that it has Timothy Oliphant's actual daughter playing his daughter for the first few episodes. And they shouldn't have. That it's not great.
Is she just not good?
It's just in the way of what you want. Because like what you want is just like the detective story. You don't want like bad parenting drama or whatever.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. It's not like awful, but it definitely drags it down a bit. Cuz it's only, and there's like and like, you know, it kind of just makes you wish like, oh, they could just, what if they just made like normal old TV the way they used to, rather than like making this mini series that can only tell one story or whatever.
Yeah.
But I had a good time. It had a good villain who was played by Boyd Holbrook. And he was pretty compelling. I don't know. It was just like a good detective story show, miniseries thing.
Nice.
It was.
Nothing wrong with that.
I've heard people like kind of shit on it, and I thought it was it had its weaknesses, but for a thing that's, you know, bringing back Justified for 8 episodes, I thought it was fine. I watched all the episodes.
Yeah.
It got better once he actually sent his daughter home. like a responsible, instead of letting her like wander the street and then almost get kidnapped.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's just funny but honestly, it's just like, man, Deadwood was great. Another thing that was very good was season 1 of Nier Automata version 1.1a.
Yeah, there's no way in the hell that one was happening for me.
The anime adaptation of Nier Automata, the video game. Mm-hmm. And that's just that's a good anime adaptation of that video game. They do the way they handle the like joke side ending stuff of the video game is every episode ends with a little puppet show where they do like a bad ending thing.
Hell
skit,
yeah.
And it's fucking amazing. It's
That's
incredible.
Great. I do remember you mentioning that. Yeah.
It's so sick. Good.
That's such a good way to do that.
So happy. And they mix in the path B stuff into like the first sort of path, so there's kind of all the stuff going on at once.
I'll take
it's
your
not
word for
it's not slow playing some of the plot reveals that in the same way that the game does. And we got to see animated some stuff that's like not in the game. I think it's from one of the I think it's from the stage play, but I'm not 100% on that. But it's like basically that we get to see backstory on one of the major characters who's in the game.
Nice.
Basically we get to see her before the bad stuff happens to her. It sets her on a different path. So that's cool. That's neat. And basically it ends right where path A, the season ended right where like your path A playthrough ends before you start path B.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the complete first thing, and then it like teases like the next thing. The like reveal.
Okay.
And there's some other differences where they make it a bit, they change the story a bit, in ways that are just like just to do it a little differently, you know?
Yeah, no,
just to make the anime its own unique thing a little bit.
Well, yeah,
because still kind of hitting some of the same big beats.
I feel like that's generally, I mean, I guess it depends on the thing, right? Because you want the new people to watch it, but like if someone's played the game a whole bunch, you want to bring something to the table for them.
Yeah.
And like doing that and that sort of thing, adding those little things or changing up some stuff a little bit, I think is good. On the flip side, I'm also thinking of Pluto, where it's like, give me that 1-to-1 shit, don't touch it.
Yeah.
But I could see that. I mean, also like the puppets sound fucking amazing.
The puppets are
that would be
incredible.
that if I watch it, you should assume it's because the puppets got to me.
Hell yeah, dude. The puppets are fucking great. It makes me so happy every time.
Now you got me thinking about how fucking great it would be to have Urusei Yatsura puppets.
Oh my god, it would be so good.
Imagine Puppet Lum. Like, it'd be fucking incredible.
Fuck.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, it's really good. Like there are people who are gonna say The Last of Us is the best video game adaptation of the year, and I'm here to tell you it's Nier. Twisted Metal, nice. Another TV show that I kind of don't feel like have anything to say about it. Also, okay, it's fine. It's funnier than it has any right to be.
Why?
Because it's really stupid, and it's like basically not Twisted Metal till the last episode.
Gotcha.
When there is a car battle in a big open parking lot. So then it's perfect. then it's 10 out of 10 no notes. They had cars with guns on them, and they shot each other. Perfect. We got it.
We love it.
There's a clown with the heads on fire. That's also a very funny one, because at the very end of that show, they basically tease that, like, oh, if you renew us, we'll make the Twisted Metal show people actually want, where it's a tournament.
Oh shit, that's pretty funny.
I'm just like, fuck you. That's great, but also fuck you. Why couldn't you just make that show the first time? What the fuck are we doing?
Because then there's no more to do.
That's true. Okay, I have one more thing that I fucking loved, but before that, I gotta talk about another live action, like, kind of bringing back the olds. Let's get the gang back together. I watched the Doctor Who anniversary specials that brought back David Tennant and... oh, fucking, what's her name? I forget the actress's name.
Wasn't the character's name Rose?
Catherine Tate. No, it's Donna Noble. That's the character they brought back.
Sure.
Who was the last companion for, or the last one for, like, the seasons before it went on to just specials with the very end of Tenet. And she was kind of like the best foil for Tenet specifically. Because Rose I kind of always more associate with Christopher Eccleston before Tenet. But Donna Noble and Tenet is just, like, fun. And Donna is, like, was kind of the best foil for him. She's just, like, abrasive and fun in a great way. So I was, like, really happy to have Catherine Tate back. Watching her again. And the big thing is that the Russell T Davis, who was, like, the showrunner for the Eccleston and Tennant eras, came back to do these, and he's also doing the new episodes, the new season. But I didn't like these enough to keep watching Doctor Who, I'll say. It was more just like, oh, it's nice to see these people again. I don't think Russell quite has it in the same way he used. Like, I don't think the writing's as good.
Sure.
The first episode does a thing of a big part of it is Darna's her trans daughter, and I get the attentions Russell T Davies had of doing that, but I don't think he handles it completely elegantly in terms of writing the show for British families with a trans character. It's like, it's fine, but it's not, because one of the things about his original Doctor Who era is because he is gay. He wrote some, like, this one character in particular, Jack, who's bi, like, incredibly well. Like, it was just, like, very effortless the way he integrated that stuff in terms of, like, and making Doctor Who more progressive in that way. And I just don't think he's not as elegant here. It's more a little, like, telling you to eat your vegetables kind of thing.
Sure.
And over the top. And it's like and the way it's like folded into the last story about the character of Donna, which is one of the best episodes of Doctor Who, is like the thing that the way that story plays out, and this kind of ruins it. And it's silly, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's just, like, not great.
Yeah.
It's just like, I get it. It's fine. I'm mostly happy to see these characters again. The better episode is episode 2, which is kind of more David Tennant and Catherine Tate just sort of stuck in a spaceship at the end of the universe. And that's just some good sci-fi nightmare
nice
shit.
Hell yeah.
And then the last episode has what's his name? What's his fucking name?
I couldn't tell you.
Doogie Howser. What's his fucking name?
I couldn't tell you.
Neil Patrick Harris. Fuck.
Holy shit, you forgot. Okay, I could have told you. I just don't know. I'm not familiar with that character aside from the name.
Yeah, Doogie Howser was his original TV character. But Neil Patrick Harris plays the villain, and it's pretty good. It's okay. You get to see. There's also a character who played the actor who played Donna's dad.
Okay.
The actor's called Bernard Cribbins, and he's only in like one scene, and he died before the episode airs. But it was great just to get to see him one more time, because that character was great. So that was just a nice thing.
Nice.
I was glad to see him. He's like in a wheelchair at the end, but he's there, and that made me happy. But it didn't make me want to watch more Doctor Who. It was just like, I watched these and I didn't fucking hate everything, which is more than I could say about any Doctor Who I looked at since David Tennant left.
Yeah.
Because everything else is just immediate. This is garbage. It's just like instant, no interest. So this wasn't that. So that was the plus. But unless you have Doctor Who thoughts.
My Doctor Who thoughts largely are just me. My thoughts from 2013. So
yeah,
circa 2009 to 2013. That's not
So-
true. That's actually not true. The amount of other shit that we've done, like, I guess there would be a slight interest, as we've talked about, like checking out some of the, like, I wouldn't mind doing like a small sampler of like some of the really old shit, and just like maybe hitting a couple different time periods just to see an episode or two.
I've never done any old Doctor Who. I'll say.
I wouldn't mind doing like an episode or two from whatever eras, you know, just for a little bit of context, because I've never seen like any of it, and I find that I have zero desire to do this shit from the era I mentioned, like the David Tennant and that sort of thing. Like, nah, just not there. But seeing the older stuff, like, that could be fun in a way. I mean, I've done Ultra Q. It can't be that bad.
Yeah, as I've said, I think Doctor Who is just British Kamen Rider, except it's made for families instead of specifically hyper targeted at 10-year-old boys and horny 20-year-old women.
Yeah. That's like, you know, a lot of this shit we've watched has broken me down enough where I'm like, yeah, I guess it'd probably be fun. Plus, also, if I latch on to stuff that's older than like 2010-ish or whenever Tenet came out, then I can be a smug bastard about it if I ever encounter a Who fan. And that's what it's all about.
But now, look, the Daleks are just a good idea. Okay, they're just good.
Yeah.
They got a plunger sticking out of them. It's perfect. They just want to murder. What more can you want? Now I can talk about the best thing I watched, probably up there all year. It's Psych Odyssey, the 20+ hour documentary about the making of Psychonauts 2.
Yeah.
That Double Fine put out. And that thing's fucking incredible.
Nice. That's the one you mentioned in our thing where like they had a lot of notes so they could make it, or was that a different game? I've already forgotten. Like
What?
the dude kept.
I don't know.
The dude kept. Sorry, I
No,
gave
that
it,
was
like,
Karateka. That was making him
okay.
Karateka.
Okay. I've not seen
like
either of them. So, you know.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
So the thing of like Psych Odyssey starts like right on the heels of Double Fine finishing Broken Age, which is like, I don't know, like 2014 or something. And so it's like, and like I had watched just enough of the making of Broken Age stuff to know stuff. Like, so when this starts, there's a developer working at Double Fine still, Brad Mirror. And I know, like years ago, he left Double Fine to go work at Valve and like work on Dota. Cause he made a game for, he like project led for one game at or multiple games, but he made this game Massive Chalice that I really liked. So most of what I knew about most of the their documentary stuff I'd watched was about the making of that game, because that's like fantasy XCOM kind of, and I think that game's really cool. It's like way more it's way more of a mechanical game, because that's what Brad Mirror was good at, as opposed to like Tim Schafer writing, which is what most of Double Fine games are. They're like adventure games based around his kind of sense of humor and comedy. But Psychonauts 2, it's like such an interesting and like long fucking development thing of them just making a video game. And the thing is, like, the thing that makes it for me is that Psychonauts 2 is a great game. Like, the thing they made at the end is great. But other than that, there's like a lot of Wrath of Gods in here of this production being a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Because like again, like at some point late in the season, fucking COVID happens, right? Like,
oh shit, yeah, oh that'd fucking do it.
And there's like, it's at some point, Starbreeze is like the publisher of the game, and then the whole Starbreeze like going to court for
yeah,
like that completely falls apart.
God.
And at some point, so Double Fine gets bought by Microsoft during this whole thing, which kind of saves the game ultimately.
Yeah.
Because once Microsoft, because they're always like they're like supposed to release it soon, and they're fucking not done. Like at all. And the Microsoft purchase basically is the only way they got enough time to actually finish the game. Like, I think they were gonna like cut bosses out of the game, not have boss fights.
Oh shit,
because they didn't have the time.
Yeah. Oh, that's ridiculous.
And part of it, because like the like a lot of the drama of the season is like the project, the guy Tim Schafer gets to like be like the lead game designer, so he doesn't have to. Doesn't do a good job at managing people, and like. So, and like the conflicts that arise from that, it's just extremely like, it's nuts how much we get to see of that shit going bad, of just him not being able to like communicate with people in a way that makes them feel good and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there's a part in this documentary where he like talks to the documentary crew and like asks them like what they think is like happening, like, because he just has like such a bad read of the people around him.
That's incredible.
It's like like, oh man, you are so fucked.
Yeah, dude, that's wild. I can just fucking imagine. Oh my god. Can you guys figure out what the fuck is going on? Because I can't.
And like this is like after
Holy
he's
shit.
had like a big like fight kind of with like one of the old school Double Fine employees who quits because of it, basically.
Jesus.
And like you from the documentary, you're like she was in the right, like he was wrong.
Yeah.
In like that argument or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like like because the way this documentary crew works is like they're hired by Double Fine and they're just in almost every meeting. Like the actual meeting where that Project Lead gets fired, you don't get to see. Like that they do. There is a line drawn where the cameras are not allowed in that meeting. But the amount of stuff they are in is unreal. And they're just constant fly on the wall, constantly recording everyone. Like I watched an interview with them afterwards that they did with Danny O'Dwyer, who does No Clip, also does video game documentary stuff. And just like they had like 16 people in the room mic'd like at every fucking team meeting. And they just like, you know, they worked and for fucking years of footage.
Yeah.
Like that's why this thing is so long, because it's years of development.
That's insane.
And it's wild because it's all you really get to see the extent to which it's all constantly on fire. And it's like a fucking miracle that it comes together into being a good video game at the end. And they're like
crazy. And
it's like just a miracle that they got the time they needed to fucking finish the game.
Yeah.
Because they spent like so much time in development where they didn't know what the game was. Like they didn't like you can see the way in which like development time just gets eaten if you're just trying to like find the fun and like figure out what the thing is.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. If you're like, yeah, you're going into this thing like we're doing it. What are we doing?
Yeah. And like they have nobody who knows how to build a good 3D level in like a fun way. Yeah. They got nobody. They're like trying to train new people like from scratch to build levels. And guess what? Their levels aren't great, but they're like those guys are not put in a position where like you feel like they fucked up. You're like, you're asking way too much of these guys. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's kind of it's an unbelievable. I fucking burned through it. Cuz it's so much more access than you would ever get from like a normal company. It's crazy. It's only by the will of Tim Schafer that he thinks this is important and makes this happen. That like because like this documentary crew, they're just like employees of Double Fine. They just like work for Double Fine. Like one of the subplots is the like main guy who does it, like Tim Schafer like tricks him, like uses like connives to like turn him into a game developer over the course of this. He like makes a prototype that then becomes like one of the main levels of the Psychonauts 2.
That's amazing.
So then he's like documentary film crew like loses a team member because this guy like shifts over to making the video game. He like crosses the line onto the other side.
That's hilarious.
Becomes the subject.
Yeah.
So that's a great subplot. Oh, it's just unreal. It's such a good documentary because it's all the content is good, and Tim Schafer is just like an incredibly charming person. Like you get it why this whole company is like built around him. Like there's like a part where he has to like fucking fix everything because he's kind of been too absent and not like he has to like take over. It's like, yeah, that's what you had to do. That was the only thing that was going to make this right and hold this thing together.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Oh, that's wild. No, that's like an insane commitment to that concept, like the documentary and shit.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And like theoretically, they're just back making those people who are making that documentary. They're still at Double Fine. They're making the next one for whenever Double Fine, whatever the fuck Double Fine's next game is, which I can't fucking imagine now that they're like owned by Microsoft and like fucking what do you make now?
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
You made the thing that everyone wanted, and it was great. But what do you do fucking next?
Oh yeah. Something new.
It's also very funny, like because they do like I'll see Day of the Devs like trailer things, and then like one of the people who's there is like, oh yeah, I recognize them from that documentary. Like I just feel way more intimately familiar with these devs because I've watched like their lives.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like the parasocial relationship is strong with these people. Mm-hmm. It's an interesting thing. It's so worth watching. I can't recommend it enough. Even though it's like incredibly long, so it's a time commitment.
Yeah.
But every segment, like, every part, it's like it's on YouTube, and like every segment's fucking gold.
Nice.
And I think that means I'm out of stuff.
Oh shit. We could start on 2024 right fucking now. Bam.
Get back to watching Urusei Yatsura filler.
Oh, I can get back to watching all of Urusei Yatsura.
Yeah, I'm doing it all backwards. Watch the movies, then watch the OVAs, then watch the filler, then watch all the regular episodes.
Yeah.
Every time I get sucked in by the next on to watch a regular episode, I'm so much happier.
Funny. That is funny that you keep getting sucked. You're like, oh shit, it's this story though. Because like that also happened to me, you know. Like I'd be like, all right, I'm done for the night, and then like next time on, I'm like, oh, but it's this story. It
was Ten's mom, Ben.
I know, dude. Like that one is so fucking good. The frame of him like crying and she's like yelling at him in bed is top tier. I think that was also. It's funny because like so many of the ones you're screenshotting, I also had before I like cleared house a little. Now it's mostly Batman screenshots, you know. But
yeah,
like all of these moments are like, yep, I know exactly what this is. So fucking good. It's really solid.
Yeah, because that one also extremely hit because I'd been thinking about that like separately before that turned out to be the next one.
Yeah.
Like just 10 like being forced into a corner and still going, I'm a good boy.
I'm a good boy. Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm a good boy.
That's what endeared me to him, dude. Like that bit. Like you're actually a shitbag. I'm a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I think it's way easier to be endeared to him in the manga.
That too.
In the anime, because they shoehorn him in so early in the OG anime.
I do like his voice actress though. She crushes it.
I can't believe fucking Ataru is voiced by Piccolo. That knowledge is like broken me.
It's too good, dude. The thing that blew my mind that I think I knew at one point when I looked it up, when I was looking up this shit and found that like Lum's voice actress, the 2022 remake Lum's voice actress is a Russophile, which is totally fine that we had that conversation. But she's also the voice actress for Nagatoro in that anime, which is fucking wild. That's funny. Yeah, no, I'm excited to get to that shit.
It is very cool that original Ataru is
his
Ataru's dad in the new one, and original Lum is Lum's mom.
Yes, that shit is fantastic. I haven't heard him, but like as soon as I read that, I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah. It's just fucking. Yes, this is correct. This was the right choice.
Yeah. Well, I'll get there. We'll get to talk about it a year from now. And our best of 2024.
Anyway, I think that's a podcast. SaltCirclePodcast, gmail.com, SaltCirclePod on Twitter, anchor.fm/SaltCircle. I'm on Twitter at Comic Panels, and we're on YouTube at Salt Circle.
It wasn't 3 hours. Hooray!
It was 2 hours plus.
Yeah, it was still shorter than our video game episode. But
it's more like
I didn't have as much to talk about, so
it's more of a John Wick 3, not a John Wick 4.
Hell yeah.
Peace.